want to save literally hundreds of hours of your life? Simply type faster. What is up, YouTube? My name is Aidan Helfant. I'm an upcoming freshman at Cornell University who makes videos on life advice as well as learning and fitness. In this video, I'm going to share a recount of my typing journey and tell you the tips and tricks I've learned on my own to take my productivity up a notch. I used to type at 70 words per minute. For those of you that don't know typing language, WPM refers to the words per minute that you can actually type. This generally corresponds with typing the most popular words in the English alphabet with no capitals. Now, most of you might look at that number and say, that's not bad at all. Thing was, I was using completely incorrect typing. Let me show you a visual account so you can get a good picture. Yeah, not too proud of that, not gonna lie. So this right here is a typical typing technique taught by most teachers and most people across the world. Your pointer fingers rest on the F and J keys, with each of your other fingers occupying the next key to the left and right on your left and right hands respectively. This is called the home row. Resting your hands in these positions provides a comfortable and easy method to reach every single key on the keyboard. Your left pointer finger is responsible for the R, F, V, T, G, and B keys. Your left middle finger types the E, D, and C keys. Your left ring finger types the W, S, and X keys. Your left pinky types the Q, A, Z, shift keys, as well as anything on the left side of the keyboard. Your right pointer finger types the U, J, M, Y, H, and N keys. Your right middle finger types the I, K, and comma keys. Your right ring finger takes the O, L, and period keys. Your right pinky types the P, semicolon, and slash, as well as the shift and pretty much anything on the right side. Finally, your thumbs just kind of press the space bar. That's literally all they do. Most people type at a speed of around 40, which is really, really slow. I might have had an above average typing speed, but couldn't get any faster because of the limitations of my technique. But why do we even want to type faster in the first place? Well, we live in a completely digital world. Almost all work is now done on computer, and if it isn't, it is currently moving toward becoming digital in the future. Typing is a skill which we literally use every single day. We use it to write essays for school or take notes on classes or just to jot down our thoughts in daily journals and dues. It is quite possibly the single most effective spot to increase our productivity. I am not joking when I say you could save hours of your life learning to type fast. As soon as I realized that the home row was the way to type effectively, I literally sat down on a given day, downloaded a typing course meant for preschoolers, and spent the next 8 hours reprogramming my brain to use this new foreign technique. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was torture. For a week straight, I was literally typing at 10 words per minute. It took me hours to do assignments that should have taken 10 minutes. It was also super funny because I had decided to make my typing journey conveniently the month before the AP literature exam, which meant that if I didn't learn how to type effectively with my new style, I'd literally be kind of screwed for the exam. So it was pretty good motivation, not gonna lie. Luckily enough though, through dedicated hours of typing proactively every single day for a couple weeks, I was able to increase my typing speed back to 70 words per minute. The difference was I was now capable of going past the point that I was at before because of the much higher effectiveness of my new technique. So that now that you know my typing journey, I want to show you exactly how you can make your own. Even if you're already way past this point and typing at like 100 words per minute, these tips might teach you something you never knew. My first tip's pretty obvious. You guys all know the saying, practice makes perfect. That is why every single day, I think you should dedicate just 10 minutes to practicing on a site like 10 Fast Fingers, Monkey Type, Type Racer. I'll link these sites in the description below just so you can really get to them easily. Getting in that small bit of practice every single day is going to really help drastically increase your typing speed in the long run. Remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint. you will probably be typing all your life and need to realize that this practice is as much for your future self as for you now. The one caveat to this is that you need to have a good typing form already in place. If you're practicing typing with incorrect form, you're only going to solidify this bad form in the future. The next tip I have is to use keyboard shortcuts. Many people don't realize it, but there are actually keyboard shortcuts for a ton of things on the keyboard. The most common ones are Control Backspace for deleting an entire word, Control Arrow keys to skip over entire words, and the Windows key to quickly search up anything on the computer without having to use the mouse. Get used to using these words while typing, and you'll find it much easier to type fast. The next tip I have is to follow one very important rule. I cannot stress this enough. Never look at the keyboard. This one actually kills me. I literally see full-on professors and adults looking at the keyboard constantly while they're typing. Instead of judging them, I really just feel sad. The amount of time you waste when you have to pause every 2 seconds to take a look at the keyboard is truly insane. In order to stop yourself from falling into this trap, you should get used to simply typing without looking at the keyboard ever. Never look at the keyboard in your practice, and you'll build the good habits necessary for typing incredibly fast. The next tip is to return your hands to the rest position every single time you get the chance to while typing. If you can make a habit out of taking your left pointer finger and your right pointer finger and keeping them on the F and J keys while typing, just use the little juts on the keyboard for help, by the way. It's going to help you keep track of where your hands are on the keyboard itself. Once you get into the 80s and 90s words per minute, you're going to notice that it becomes increasingly more difficult to figure out where the heck your fingers are on the keyboard. Start this habit and you'll always be able to keep track of where your fingers are. The next tip is to read ahead while typing or think ahead. If you want to ever get past 80 words per minute, you're going to have to read or think ahead. At this point, you should definitely give yourself a pat on the back. You're literally typing twice as fast as most people and with such speed that you're catching up with your thoughts and reading. In order to get past this though, you're going to have to read ahead. Make an active effort to read 1 or 2 words ahead. Once you get even farther than 80 words per minute though, you're literally going to have to be reading like 3 words per minute. This is going to make it so that you don't have to pause every single time you finish typing a word just to read or think about the next one. My final tip is to just have fun. Typing is actually really fun to do and becomes an art the better you get at it. Just like how you can get really good at playing the piano, you can make an art form out of typing over 100 words per minute. Just have fun with it, guys. Even when I was typing at 10 words per minute and hating life for a week, I was still having fun. The biggest step is accepting the fact that your typing form is garbage. I was unwilling to do this and wasted literally countless hours of my life typing suboptimally because of it. Once you accept you have a problem, humbly work to fix it. You will love yourself after you do. If you liked the video, be sure to like and subscribe as well as hit the bell icon. Check out my other videos on the channel if you enjoyed and tell me whatever I can do to make the videos better or more interesting in the comments. As always, I hope you have a great day and bye-bye.